Welcome back. It was National Pickleball Day on Friday. SLU coach Josh Schertz is a former tennis prodigy who also likes to play pickleball. So we thought tonight, let's talk about some of the hot issues for SLU while playing pickleball. For the Spotlight story, we head to that great place in Olivet, Padel and Pickle. Let's talk NIL and the salary cap you're dealing with.
Yeah, I mean, it is exactly as you said, it's a salary cap. You're looking at, as you recruit a roster, you have an amount of money. You have to stay within that amount of money. In today's world, last year, that money was rev share. It was collectives. Now it's from the schools, from revenue sharing. And so each player, gets something, but not every player is paid the same. So what you're looking at is percentages and what you think percentage-wise a player's worth. And so you're factoring that into recruiting now, and it factors into retention.
The other day after practice, you said, you used the word great in describing your team. Mm-hmm. Your deepest team ever?
Yeah, I think deepest team ever. I think we have the possibility to be a great team. I think we're, process has to be there. And there's a lot of hurdles every team has to overcome to be great. And a lot of those hurdles that we have to clear, we can't start until, we're back. And October, where guys got to start embracing, accepting roles, how they come together, how guys sacrifice for each other. There's a lot of hurdles that we're going to have to deal with and overcome. Competition, we need that to become a great team. But the possibility's there for us not to be a good team, but to be a great team.
I want to ask you about Quentin Jones, because every time I go to practice, it seems like he's like unstoppable offensively.
Quentin's going to be such a good player for us. He's got great size, 6'5". He's terrific, two-way guy, can get downhill, shoots the basketball.
What about Kellen Thames? What are you seeing right now?
Love his growth. Year 2 in our system. The one thing with Kellen was, after about 4 games last year, he wasn't able to play, but he was able to practice all year. And that practice, to me, made such a big difference. His growth in terms of corporate knowledge from year 1 to year 2 has been fantastic.
What about the recruiting the high school player now? Why take an 18-year-old who's going to take time as opposed to a 21-year-old who can come in and help you right away?
I think that's a great question, and I don't think there's a right or wrong answer. I think there's 3 ways to build programs today. I think you can renovate your team every year, basically build it, tear it down, lose everybody or get rid of everybody, and then build it from scratch. And I think that's one way. Another way is to modify. If you modify your team every year, I think there's a blend. And then the third way is you still try to build a program. And if you're going to do that, I think you got to layer in great young players every year. And there's a lot of reasons for that, but lifeblood of our program, going back to my time at LMU, we've been a development program. We've been a team that, gets guys in. Corporate knowledge in this system matters. I think for us to be good, we have to recruit really good young players. But the key, Frank, is we have to recruit really good young players. We got to develop them, and then now we have to retain them. If we're just recruiting really good young players, developing them and losing them, we have no chance to be successful. St. Louis basketball is going to compete at the highest end and at the level we all want it to. Continuity is the only chance to have a sustainable championship level program.
Give me an idea on Paul Otiendo, maybe your best looking athlete.
Yeah, Paul's a guy we're really excited about. Physical, he was one of the top offensive rebounders in college basketball last year. We really think he complements Robbie well. Can play with Robbie because of his defensive versatility. Offensively, he's a guy that can play. He puts great pressure on the rim through how he runs, through his ability to roll. It's different than Robbie, but he can play as a standalone 5, or he can play as a with Robbie. So it's great for us. Defensive versatility is unmatched.
And finally, if you were to play Robbie in pickleball, what would you do?
I mean,
Would you kill him?
Oh, kill him, absolutely. I'd run him to death, and then, you know, I would just get him to where the movement would fog up his goggles. He wouldn't be able to see anything. I would just have him completely off balance on a yo-yo. Goggles are all fogged up. He can't even see the pickleball. He's too tall anyway. Oh! You know, so he's too tall anyway. So I just move him side to side, use angles, dinks, you know, and bring him in. He's nowhere near as good as you, so that would not even be competition.
Good job, Coach.
Appreciate it, Frank. Thanks.